Hello everyone, Warden of White Spire here. Let's have a look at today's updates. Got update lords going on. This is a horrible intro, but I'm rolling with it because I already did this once and forgot to record the audio. Because I'm great at this. We ranked up our knockout game. I'm just going to go ahead and skip most of this because this is just basic stuff. Ranked knockout. Big deal. Anyone that really enjoys the knockout game style, you're going to love this. It's kind of fantastic. And your knockout rank is independent of your standard rank, thankfully. I'm not sure why they linked in your duos rank. That seems a little strange to me. But, whatever. Let's get just into the talents real quick. Absolute unit. The golem health got changed from 5,000 to 6,000. Made sense. I'm not sure why they didn't do that before, when they changed the normal golem health to 3,000. Just makes sense. I don't think this changes anything about an Essex, for anyone wondering. I really don't. I still think you pick the other one. This is just... meh. Big giant meh. We'll see. Bloodcyka. This one seems much more important. Bloodcyka now heals any adjacent unit. Now heals if any adjacent unit dies, no matter what kills it. Kill me. Oh, I don't want to be in a Bloodcyka meta, no. Oh, please. Help. Crystal Maiden, Frostbite. Now prevents target from healing for the duration of Frostbite's effects. Oh man, please hit Bloodcyka. But other than that, I don't see how this changes mages. Because that's the only place you're going to use Crystal Maiden, is 6 mages. She's not very good. So if you're using Crystal Maiden, it's exactly in 6 mages. You don't use her anywhere else, not 3 mages. I mean, maybe for a little bit, but she gets replaced. So, yeah. Also, Tier 2 just got a little more crowded. Before, it was an even balance between Tier 1 and Tier 2. Now it is 16 in Tier 1 and 18 in Tier 2. This is just an abject nerf to mages. This is just going to make it slower. It's going to make it much harder to find your units properly. Because now in Tier 2, now you're looking for 4 units instead of 3. And in Tier 1, you have to hit Razor. Because you can't rely on Ogre Magi. This also screws with the early game. I think it makes sense that they did this, but doing this without changing anything on Ogre Magi might be killing the unit. That might straight up be killing the unit. Because before you could do like shenanigans where you'd field 2 2-star Ogre Magi super early. Now, interestingly, this does make him more 3-starable. This does make it more worth it and more sensible to go for 3-star Ogre. Or at least it would. If they had, I don't know, upgraded his health or his, like, attack damage a little bit. Just to bring him more in line with Tier 2. I don't like this change. I gotta be honest. This seems like taking a hammer where a scalpel is required. I think they've been trying to nerf mages for a while, and this will definitely do it. But if there's one thing I've seen in this game is that consistency with a build is fun, and inconsistency with a build is not. Assassins are now a much more fun build to play because of the consistency changes where they made a bunch of stuff Tier 1. Because now there's 3 Tier 1 Assassins. That was fun. They had 2 Tier 1 Mages. That was fun. Because you could get into Mages early, build your Tier 2 on the... build your Tier 2 mage, and now you've got your 3 mages. Now you've got your 1 Tier 1 mage, and maybe you see another mage. Maybe. In the first 3 draft rounds. Getting to that 3 mage tier is going to be much slower. In a lot of cases. In a lot of cases. Because this is not some small change. This is like 100% on the first round, 60% versus like 70-30. So in your second round, because remember, you cannot get Ogre Magi round 1 anymore, at all. Has to be Razor if you're going to get an early mage. So Tier 2, now we're talking about Ogre Magi on round 2. 30%. Round 3, 35%. 35% for a couple more rounds while you find it. You see how that just makes it much, much, much slower? But being tier 2 also means you've put in more effort, means you've put in... So maybe you end up 3-starring him because you don't want to sell him, because you don't want to lose bench value. Honestly, ugh. This also means early plays with Magnus are going to be more inconsistent. Because a lot of times what you would like to do with Ogre Magi, Razor, into Magnus as your tier 2. Right? You don't even complete mages early, you complete brutes early. Then you move into your mages, and then eventually you either move out of Magnus, because you haven't found an early Arc Warden, to make him a little more worth it, because he really does need the Shaman bonus online to have value later on. And if you find an early Arc Warden, that can be worth it. But you either move out of Magnus and move into mages more, or maybe you actually move more into brutes if it's a heavy assassin lobby. It gave you a lot of flexibility. Maybe too much flexibility? Maybe that's why they made this change? I don't know. So maybe the play now is Razor into Axe? And then you go for the Ogre Magi tier 2? Replace Axe with Magnus? That's so much clunkier, though. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, mages are just more clunk. That's what it is. Old Scatterblast. Fixed an issue where the blast cone could be inconsistent in some cases. Don't know what that means. I suspect diagonals because I noticed sometimes where I think that because it looks like a 90-degree cone. And it looks like it's supposed to hit some things and it sometimes just didn't. Mostly on diagonals. So, yeah, this is fine. Shikuchi will no longer Shikuchi if rooted. Alright. Well, I guess Weaver doesn't get to Scoochie while he's frozen anymore. Aw. It was kind of dumb that he could do that, but it was also kind of cool. I think this may not seem like a huge nerf, but there were lots of cases where this particular interaction was keeping Weaver alive for way longer than he should have been. Like, way longer than he should have been. Especially in the early game. So, this is a pretty sizable nerf. But, yeah. Mostly, again, because most of the time if he's getting locked down, it's a stun. But against things like Crystal Maiden. And things like this do make Crystal Maiden a lot better. The fact that the interactions don't just let Weaver say, meh, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like being rooted right now, screw you. One of the bigger ones is this alliance change to demons. The damage bonus now counts all allied demons alive and dead, as well as all allied demons summoned. I don't know what this last part means exactly yet. We'll have to figure that out later. I know what this part means. So if I've got a Shadow Demon and a CK, if my Shadow Demon dies, CK still gets the 2 demon bonus. Cool. Allied demons summoned. Does this mean like my Nesix graveyard of demons is going to be just boosting up my CK to ridiculous heights? If that's the case, that actually makes demon kind of interesting. It actually kind of turns demon into a weird death rattle build. Where you've got an Essex up front intentionally feeding her demons so that her CK and Shadow Fiend just go absolutely apeshit. That would be kind of cool, actually. That might be a little bit broken, but it'd be kind of cool. Anyway, that's everything, guys. This is a pretty small update. I suspect there's going to be a hotfix for something here at some point later on. So, yeah. Thanks for listening, and I will see you all tomorrow.